Hello every pony, Dale over here. Warning: this video will contain pictures from Google that is not mine, so please give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. Also warning, it's going to contain a theory about MLP stuff, so if you don't like stuff like this, again click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I have been thinking a lot about Star Swirl the Bearded again, and if he made the Alicorn amulet. Now I have seen other videos where they talk about how this could actually be true and stuff like that, and if I must admit that I have been thinking a lot about him manipulating with the elements of harmony, actually making the box with the rainbow inside via the Necronomicon book and stuff like that. And I have also a theory about, Amora, the late queen, finding the Necronomicon book and being able to make the Crystal Empire and all of these crystals and stuff like that. But I do believe that Star Swirl the Bearded and Amora have something to do with each other. Now, I don't know if Star Swirl the Bearded is her dad, making, Cadence the grandchild of Star Swirl the Bearded, and Flurry Heart, the great-grandchild of Star Swirl the Bearded. But that could actually be very interesting, and also a reason why, Cadence was chosen as the foal sitter for Twilight, and why, Celestia is holding her so near and dear to her, or how to say that, without being judgmental or anything. I do believe that, Cadence is related some shape, way, or how to Star Swirl the Bearded, and that would also make, I think, Twilight relate. No, we don't know anything, but yeah, I guess Cadence and, Flurry Heart would be related to Star Swirl the Bearded. And that would actually make it very clear for me what happened. Because we have seen the comics where, Sombra turns Amora into stone and destroys her and stuff like that. And I think after this, when her king found out, it doesn't have to be Star Swirl, it could be other one. But let's just say it was Star Swirl the Bearded that was her king or lover, or how to say that. Yeah, I do believe that he would manipulate or try to do something with the elements of harmony to bring her back, and that was actually the reason why he turned into Discord, because he was manipulating with the elements of harmony, using them for something that they were not meant to do, like bring people back from the dead and stuff like that. And we have seen stuff like this with Full Metal Alchemist and stuff like that, and I don't want to have it as the same thing. I'm just saying, like, this could be an explanation why, Star Swirl the Bearded did not have that many friends, or was introverted when he actually became the teacher to Celestia and Luna, because I feel like he lost Amora, right? And he, were not the king anymore then. And then he went on to a journey, and he became the teacher of Celestia and Luna. Maybe he got some premonition that this was the way it had to be and stuff like that. But he still tried to manipulate with the elements of harmony, even though that he knew that that was going to, harm him or harm somebody that he loved near and dear. I don't know if he could get a premonition for that. But I do believe that Celestia actually knows that Discord and, Star Swirl the Bearded is the same one, or how to say that, because he manipulates with the elements of harmony and turned them, maybe he tried to turn it against Sombra, and it didn't work, because he was, the first time it was out of spite, hate, frustration, anger and stuff like that. And the elements of harmony are not meant to be used like that, and I do believe that could also explain the Alicorn amulet or the element of disharmony, that I think that the element in the Alicorn amulet actually is the red element, or how to say that. So I do really believe that there is some connection between the two stuff. And I also believe that, yeah, he made the Alicorn amulet maybe also to, it could be an explanation that he wanted to be more for, Amora, and he was trying to convince her to marry him and be with him, even though that she was with other one, maybe the other king, or how to say that. But he made the Alicorn amulet and turned everything into evil stuff, and Celestia and Luna had to use the element of harmony against Star Swirl the Bearded, and actually turning him into discord, because the element of harmony are not meant to be used on good ponies, or how to say that without sounding weird. So yeah, I don't know if that would make any sense, but I really do feel like the Alicorn amulet and the making of the manipulation with the elements of harmony is something that has a line between it. And I also feel like if this was Star Swirl the Bearded and he lost Amora, his only love, I do believe that he would go to, for example, Scorpan, his only friend, or how to say that, and be like, do you have some sort of magic? Do you know anything that can actually help me get my love back? Or do you know anything that could actually do stuff? And I do believe maybe he is fused with Scorpan, so they manipulated with the elements of harmony together, because Scorpan was like, yes, I know this amazing spell that can actually make some sort of reincarnation, or how to say that, but I have to do stuff with the elements of harmony. But Star Swirl actually maybe trying to stop him using the elements of harmony, getting regrets and stuff like that, too late, of course. So the spell is used. He only reads out some of the spell, the spell that Twilight also uses in the episode, where the elements of harmony switches. And then, he gets the regrets, of course, and then, everything goes wrong, because Scorpan is like, you have to finish the spell, or else, everything is going to go wrong. But Star Swirl the Bearded is trying to stop now Scorpan, and are like regretting, being like, no, I don't want this anymore, and stuff like that. It could also be a very emotional filled episode, because if we find this out, that he is really Discord, that could also explain why T-Reg feels betrayed, because T-Reg, if Scorpan just gave T-Reg his element of harmony, or how to say that, with them manipulating with stuff and stuff like that, I do believe that he would be like, okay, I trust you, brother, I hope that this works and stuff like that. But then, T-Reg comes and finds out that Scorpan actually used the spells, or used this to actually help his best friend, that was Star Swirl the Bearded, instead of helping his brother getting more power. And that is why I feel like, T-Reg feels betrayed. I do believe that Scorpan did something to help Star Swirl the Bearded make the Alicorn amulet, make the last element of harmony, or this is actually an element of disharmony, because it's the element of, chaos, disharmony, power, everything. So I actually feel like this was meant for actually himself, Star Swirl the Bearded's element of harmony, but it weren't going to be like that. And I do feel like if they find out, if Starlight or Twilight finds out in the newer episodes, or how to say that, what actually happened to Amora, what actually happened to Star Swirl the Bearded, it would make so much sense for actually, also that is how I feel like Celestia is able to tell about the crystal stuff, and make the crystals with the evil magic and stuff like that. I do believe that this is something, that Star Swirl the Bearded has been. I think that this is the spell that Star Swirl the Bearded actually cast, and maybe he had Sombra as a student also, besides, Celestia and Luna, or he had Sombra as a student before Celestia and Luna. But please let me know in the comments down below what you think about this theory. I know that you have heard this before, but I really do hope that you enjoyed, you guys. And I am sorry, but I don't feel like there's only going to come out videos when I have time. So that is all that I have to say. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones. And that is actually all. Yeah, okay, bye.